When my dog Ruby had her first seizure, I didn't know what to expect next, but I learned quickly seizures don't follow the rules and they don't wait. What I could control is the clock, and that's when I discovered the life-saving power of routine. Today I want to talk to you about one of the most critical parts of managing canine epilepsy: giving seizure medications on time, every single time. Welcome back to Learn with Ruby. I'm Mandy and my dog Ruby has epilepsy. This channel is all about sharing what I've learned over the last 8 years of caring for Ruby after her epilepsy diagnosis to help you feel confident and supported while caring for your dog with epilepsy. Anti-seizure medications like phenobarbital, zonisamide, levetiracetam, also known as Keppra, and others aren't like antibiotics or pain meds where you have a little wiggle room. Seizure meds need to be in your dog's bloodstream at steady levels to protect their brain. When you miss a dose or give it late, those levels drop. And when drug levels drop, seizure risk goes up, sometimes way up. Most seizure medications work by calming the brain, either by enhancing inhibitory neurotransmitters or by blocking the pathways that cause overexcitation. But they don't stay in the system forever. Each drug has a half-life, which is just a fancy way of saying how long until this drug wears off. For example, levetiracetam wears off quickly. That's why it's given 3 times a day. Or if you have the extended release version, which is 2 times per day. Zonisamide and phenobarbital also need to be on a strict schedule. Here's where timing becomes absolutely essential. These medications are designed to keep a steady therapeutic level in your dog's bloodstream and brain. If levels fall below that threshold, the brain is no longer protected. It becomes vulnerable to those runaway electrical storms again. And dogs who get their meds late or miss doses entirely can experience what's called a breakthrough seizure, even if they've been stable for months. Worse, repeated dips in medication levels can actually sensitize the brain, making it easier for future seizures to occur. It's like the brain starts to learn bad habits. We don't want that. That's why every dose matters. It's not just about giving a pill. It's really about keeping the brain calm. It's about interrupting the seizure cycle and giving your dog the best chance at stability. Every dose you give on time, that's one more shield protecting your dog's brain from chaos. So Ruby gets her medication at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. like clockwork, and it's been that way for years and years. When I first set up that schedule, I needed to find the 2 times for her meds, 12 hours apart, that I knew would be easiest for me to give it to her. I could make sure I would be home. I landed on 6 a.m. because I knew I would be up by that time for work, and 12 hours later, 6 p.m. because if I did have plans in the evening, typically things happen after 6 p.m. The tough thing about this is 6 a.m. is every day, even weekends, 365 days a year. However, I've made the best of this over the years and now really enjoy the quiet of early morning before anyone else is up. For the 6 p.m. time, I make sure one of us is home, or every once in a while I need to have a family member stop over to the house to help give her the 6 p.m. meds. Because seizures can increase if the timing gets off, sometimes more intense, sometimes in clusters. Whatever I can avoid, I'm going to do that by controlling the one thing I actually can control, which is giving the seizure medication to Ruby on time. If you're just realizing this or didn't really understand how important giving dogs seizure meds on time was, don't beat yourself up about this. I didn't understand the importance of this right away. We do better when we know better. Make sure you talk to your vet if you're unsure of the frequency of your dog's meds for timing. There are a few simple ways to be on time when it comes to meds. Set reoccurring alarms on your phone. Use a medication logger app. Keep meds in a visible place but out of reach of pets. Have a travel kit for meds on the go. Using a medication organizer so you can visually see, especially if there are medications that need to be given multiple times a day. Ask your vet what to do if you ever do miss a dose. To make sure I'm compliant with these times, I've set automatic alarms on my phone that go off every day, which has worked very well. That's been my reminder for years. I'm the primary person who takes care of the medication in our house and will ask my husband to do it only if I won't be at home. This eliminates the risk of accidentally giving Ruby her medication twice if one of us didn't realize the other had already given it. I'm also lucky that Ruby must have an internal clock when it comes to med time. I usually have her at my feet staring me down shortly before her medication alarm goes off because to her, this is treat time. So Ruby is truly my backup reminder. Giving your dog their seizure meds on time isn't just about being responsible. It's about protecting their brain and their future. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more canine epilepsy videos. That also helps others find my videos who might need help as they begin their canine epilepsy journey. Thanks for learning with me as I continue to learn with Ruby.